And the Duke's Mayo Bowl. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He's trying to motivate his team in the locker room right now. They were in the college football playoff just a year ago. This season did not go exactly how they planned, but that does not mean they are ready to throw the towel in. Coach said, I understand. We could have been better, but now is the opportunity to show people the team we can be. Let's focus on the future. That all starts today, one play at a time. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's changing the play. Dante Moore. Still looking to his right. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and there's
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Oregon! They put the first points on the board.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Is there a better way to respond than right there? Right? First possession, your defense gives up a touchdown, and the kick return unit creates the excitement and goes right down the field, makes the huge play, and grabs the momentum back in this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore. Out wide right, it's Stewart. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Going long. He's got it inside the 30. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A run for the quarterback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Hits inside. It's Turner. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Finds a crease, it's Davison. Turning it on! They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Out wide left, it's Hill. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Get him to the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now they'll run it to the right here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points coming courtesy of that spectacular 86-yard run to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He wants to go deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will
tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. On the run, it's Turner. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. All over him immediately.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Left side is Hicks. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Making his first move. No room to bring it back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They'll run him again. Makes a man miss.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Davison. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Snap to the back. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stick.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Send the tight end in motion. On the direct snap, it's Moore. There he goes. Inside the touchdown Ducks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And we've already seen him catch a touchdown, and now they're using his speed in another way. Like, when you have a monster, you give him the football. You feed him. So they give him the football, hand it to him, let him use his speed, get to the outside, make a play, and score a touchdown for this offense.
They'll line up to go for two. Back has it. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. He'll bring it out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Ballard. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Back to pass on second down. Under pressure. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Looking long. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Kick is in the air. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Ducks. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Wonder if he thought about going for another one after that touchdown return earlier in the game. Instead, he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off-play action on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Hicks. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Left side, it's Turner. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. Inside the 50. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll open the second half on the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff, it's Turner. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Moore. Rolls right. Finds his big tight end. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Lost the throw on first. He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Going to run it. It's Turner. He's stopped.
Oh, awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They give it back to him. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
To the ground. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
There's a crease. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Moore. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And
touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll go to the counter.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The give. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it. Stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop. More play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Quick give. It's Turner. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Looking for a crease. It's Ballard. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Turner. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Out wide left, it's Kent. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wideout. Here's more to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes his man miss. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. The kick is on its way. From out of his own end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Hits the hole. It's Ballard. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Looking for room at the 25. There's some room. And that was a huge one that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped the ball game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Right at the line. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for space, it's Davison. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, that time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Defense all over him.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
At the 45, on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drive.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Got it, looking for a first. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.